November housing data is officially available, and we're starting to see an interesting trend once again with inventory. Let's dive in and check it out. Okay, so starting with Broward County. Good news is here we continue to see closed sales and dollar volume up quite a bit compared to last year. We have 14 and 16% respectively. Median sales price down 3.1% from a year ago. But I do want to point out in September, this was sitting at around 626. And then last month in October, we saw it go to 611. So here we are again, down to 600,000. So that's a $26,000 decrease in the median sales price in Broward County in just the last 2 months. So that's significant. However, I do want to pay attention to over here, month supply of inventory. I had mentioned this is starting to level off and go back down. This was sitting at about 5.4 months just a month or two ago. So inventory is starting to level off and come down. So this might cool the median sales price from declining as well, just due to supply and demand. So we are going to pay attention to these inventory numbers. All right, moving over to Dade County. Dade County sales number, not as impressive as Broward compared to a year ago, up 5.3%. Median sales price, though, Dade is always a little bit outside the norm of everyone else. They're up 3.3% compared to a year ago at 671. That's 71,000 higher than Broward. Month's supply of inventory is definitely higher in Dade, but leveling off as well, as you can see. All right, we move over to Palm Beach County. Palm Beach up 19% in closed sale. That's good news. Median sales price just barely hanging on in positive territory, 605. Very similar as far as price-wise to Broward County. Month supply of inventory down to 4.9 months. So this is the lowest out of the three counties. So this is definitely starting to shift a little bit back into a seller's market if this starts to continue to drop in Palm Beach County. So we'll wrap it up here with Florida as a whole for single-family homes. So closed sales up a modest 3.5%. Median sales price just barely in the negative territory there, just kind of holding steady from a year ago at 410. And month supply of inventory, kind of like Palm Beach County here, 4.9 month supply. So once again, throughout the state of Florida, we're seeing inventory level off and come down in most parts of the state. All right, we're moving over to condos and townhomes. This definitely paints a completely different picture. As you can see, closed sales are down 0.1%. Median sales price down quite a bit, down 8% in Broward County compared to a year ago. And month supply of inventory, we still have an excessive amount of supply when it comes to condos and townhouses. Dade County, similar story here. Closed sales down 3.8%. Median sales price down 9.5%. And month supply of inventory is still at very, very elevated levels in Dade County at 14.1 months. Palm Beach County, they stand out big time here. So look at their closed sales with townhomes and condos up 21%. The only one that's in positive territory by quite a bit. That just goes to show you last year, Palm Beach County condos and townhouses really took a beating. But their median sales price too, up 3.2%. And month supply of inventory, still a high number, but obviously the lowest out of the Tri-County at 9.1 months. So their condo market and townhouse is definitely improving in Palm Beach County. And we'll finish here with Florida townhomes and condos. So closed sales up 1.6%. No change in dollar volume. Median sales price still in the negative, down 3.8%. And month supply of inventory for Florida as a whole is at 9.4 months. So still quite a bit of inventory when it comes to townhomes and condos. So once again, we're starting to see inventory plateau and come down. Now, even though prices are still coming down in some counties throughout Florida, eventually that's going to cool as well. The decline will eventually stop as you start to see inventory come down. Now, listen, some of this could be seasonality, right? We're in the holidays. Last month was November that we're going over. Around Thanksgiving, maybe not as many people are listing their homes. December, that's not really going to improve either. So really, we'll have to wait till January to see kind of where the numbers end up. Are we going to start to see more inventory come on the market, which is very possible once we get out of the holiday season here? But it's going to be something we'll pay close attention to. But hey, listen, buyers out there, I mean, there's still a good amount of inventory, especially if you're looking in the townhome and condo market. But I want to remind people, rates are about a full percent lower than they were a year ago. We were touching around 7% this time last year, and now we're touching in the low sixes, so a full percent lower. So that's definitely great news for buyers, and especially when you couple that with the fact that, we've seen some negative median sales price in the state of Florida. So buyers, you're definitely in a better position this year than you were last year. So hopefully you can take advantage of that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And listen, I just want to wish all of you a very safe, happy holidays, happy new year. I hope 2026 is one of your best years ever. Make it a great day. Take care.